Alright, what's going on guys, it's Rest. In this video I actually want to go over all the Pyromancer's abilities and skills. Now I want to go over these and I'm doing it for all other 3 classes as well, because not everybody wants to get all their characters to level 7 to try to unlock all these abilities and to look at every single one of their skills. So I'm going to do that for you guys and I hope you guys enjoy. And if you do consider subscribing and dropping a like, it's free, it really helps me out and I truly appreciate it. So starting off with the Pyromancer, in this demo we have access to 4 abilities, and that is for all 4 of the classes. The first ability is Heatwave, and this is summoning a fiery wave that deals 53 damage and inflicts burn onto enemies in its path. This is a very good offensive skill and it easily lets you apply dots to a lot of enemies, especially in a straight line. Now the second ability we have is Feed the Flames. Select and pull an enemy towards you, dealing 76 damage, draining 76 health, and inflicting ash. This is a very good survivability skill for Pyromancer. If an enemy is running at you, you can just easily stun him real quick, get some health, and you're going to put ash on them. The next skill is Thermal Bomb. Select an enemy to burn, interrupt, and deal 40 damage to if killed while still afflicted by the skill. The enemy will explode, dealing 340 damage within a large radius. This is also a very good offensive skill for the Pyromancer, probably the best one we have in the demo so far. This is going to let you clear a lot of enemies with the AoE explosion that the skill gives, because it does a lot of damage. And then the last ability we have access to is Overheat. Deal 11 damage to all enemies within a large radius and interrupt their skills. Enemies afflicted with burn receive 130% damage. Instead, the burn will be consumed. This is also another very good defensive skill, and I actually would argue this is also one of the best that you can use in the demo so far. So you can actually use this somewhat as a heal skill, because when you activate it, you're going to have this huge radius and it's going to affect a ton of enemies, which is then going to in return make them all have the debuff. So when you kill an enemy, you'll heal, and you can heal a lot with this one skill. Now if you don't know what I was talking about with the debuff with the heal, if you don't know, all 4 of the classes have their own passive abilities, and that is what the Pyromancer does. As you see, deals 67 melee damage and inflict burn on enemies within a small radius. That is their melee skill. But their healing mechanic is, as the Pyromancer, you will recover health whenever enemies are marked by your skill and are killed. Any skill you use on an enemy hits them, they're going to all be marked. You kill them, you're going to get health. That other skill lets you apply huge radius, and then you're going to get a lot of health back if you just constantly keep killing them. Now the other benefits the Pyromancer gets is receive additional 10% anomaly power, then skills mark damage enemies for 15 seconds, killing a marked target heals you for 24% of your max health. So Pyromancer is all about hitting enemies with your abilities and healing like crazy. And as you see, we have our 3 skill trees: Ashbreaker, Firestorm, and Tempest. Starting off with Ashbreaker, the first skill is Infernal Weapon. Increase your weapon damage by 8%. Very simple, nice damage buff. The next skill is Moss the Flame. Increase your weapon leech by 5%. Another very simple skill, which is also pretty good. Then we have Marble Orchard. Reduce immobilized skills cooldowns by 15%. So all your skills that immobilize enemies are actually going to have a 15% cooldown reduction, which is very, very nice. Then we get to Mark of the Anomaly. Increase your weapon damage by 10% against marked enemies. Again, with the Pyromancer, you want to mark all your enemies, then this is obviously going to give you a nice weapon damage bonus when they're marked. Then we have Assault Master. Increase your assault weapon damage by 20%, increase your assault weapon drop chance by 12%, and assault weapons, as it says, are assault rifles, light machine guns, submachine guns, and double gun. So if you like assault rifles, that's a very good assault rifle skill. It's going to increase your weapon damage by 20%, which is nice. Then the other skill here is Side Armor Depth. Increases your pistol and revolver damage by 12%. Now further going into Ashbreaker, we have Blood Boil. Increases your armor pierce by 15%. Then you also have Trail of the Ashes, which enemies afflicted by your ash receive 10% more damage. Now you have your weapon damage increased by 10%, but now they're also going to have a 10% debuff on them. Then we have Mark the Anomaly, which is the same one as this one. It's just another 10% increase to your weapon damage against marked enemies. But now we also have access to Hot Situation. Activating your immobilized skills, increase your anomaly power by 45% for 10 seconds. So this is also going to be very good. Obviously over here you had your cooldown skill, so you can get them back faster, and this is going to give you a nice 45% boost. Now getting to the next one, we have Conflagration. Increases your resistance piercing by 15%. Then Curse of the Pompeii. Ash afflicted on enemies lasts 15% longer. Then we have another Mark of the Anomaly, as you see a trend going on right here. Then we have Sniper Master. So this is going to work the same way as Assault Master. It's just for sniper rifles, but you're going to get a 40% damage bonus, which is actually really, really good. Then we have Infernal Weapon, which again is the same as this Infernal Weapon. Blood Boil, which is the same as this Blood Boil. Another Mark of the Anomaly. But then we have Moss the Flame, again, which is the same as this one. Increases your leech by 5%. Then we have access to another skill. Activating immobilized skills doubles weapon leech for 4 seconds. Another very powerful skill, and we're way into the skill tree now. But then we have Ashes to Ashes. Every time ash is afflicted on an enemy, vulnerable status inflicted as well. So now you're going to be inflicting 2 status effects on them, which is very, very good. Then we have Nimble as Flame, decreases reload time by 20%, very nice skill. Hurt twice as long as the next skill, increases damage against elites by 10%, and elites deal 10% less damage to you. Then we have Trail of the Ashes right here, but this time we have enemies afflicted with ash receive 30% more damage. So now whenever you have your dot on an enemy, they're doing even more damage. Then reduces the immobilize cooldown by 15%, another Marble Orchard, which is the same one as over here. And then Burning Situation, activating immobilize skills, increase your weapon damage by 60% for 10 seconds. So as you see, this top skill tree is all about cracking dot. You want to use your skills to burn and apply ash to everybody and even apply additional status effects. Then you're going to get a lot of damage bonuses and you're going to be able to melt whatever enemies that you have burning. Now get into Firestorm. We have Magma Golem, increases your health by 10%. Unquenchable, increases your skill leech by 6%. Warm Up, reduces ignite skill cooldowns by 15%. Then we have another Magma Golem, which is going to be the same trend as up top. You're going to have a lot of health increases. Then we get to Armor Melting, increase your armor piercing against marked enemies by 30%. Then Steady Fire, decrease weapon recoil by 30%. Now we also have Wildfire right here, decreases all your skill cooldowns by 10%, so that's also very, very good. Then Trial by Fire, enemies afflicted with burn receive 5% more damage. Then we have Master of the Armor, increase your armor by 20%. Meltdown, burn inflicted on enemies deal 20% more damage. Another Magma Golem. Gifted, increases weapon damage and anomaly power by 5%. Master of the Resistance, increases your resistance by 20%. Another Magma Golem. Then we have Distant Flame, increases your anomaly power by 2.5% for each unlocked Magma Golem class node. So all these you unlocked, you're going to increase this skill by 2.5%. Then All Guns Blazing, increases weapon damage by any skill activation by 20% for 7 seconds. Let Them Burn, burn inflicted enemies last 20% longer. It's also very nice. Unquenchable, again, same as over here. Then we have a Magma Golem, another Unquenchable, but then another skill, activating ignite skills, increase your armor by 45% for 10 seconds. Feel the Embers, double skill leech when under 30% of health. Another Trial by Fire, another Warm Up, so you're going to get even more cooldown. And then we have Magma Elemental, activating ignite skills, increase your armor piercing by 45% and resistance piercing by 45% for 10 seconds. So as you see, Firestorm is based around tankiness and survivability. If you want to be able to live a lot, this is the skill tree you're going for, on top of adding some other benefits like armor and resistance piercing. Now we have Tempest, the final skill tree, which I already have points in, but we have Archmage right here, increase your anomaly power by 6%. Roar Blaze, reduces the cooldown of your explosive skills by 15%. Mark's Accumulation, increases your skill damage by 10% against marked enemies. We have Archmage, increase your anomaly power by 6%. Gifted, increase your weapon damage and anomaly power by 5%. Then we have its first skill with Fire and Rifle, activating explosive skills will increase your weapon damage by 45% for 10 seconds. Then we have Mark's Accumulation again. Then we have Strength of Flame, reduces elite damage against you by 10%. Another Archmage, so we get more anomaly power. Other skill, Extinction, increase damage by 20% against enemies below 30% of health. Let Them Burn, burn inflicted on enemies last 20% longer. Then we have another skill, Infernal Weapon, your firepower is increased by 15% of your anomaly power. We have another Gifted right here. Another Meltdown right here, another Archmage right here. Then we have with Fire and Anomaly, activating explosive skills, increase your anomaly power by 12% for 10 seconds. Then Master of Resistance, increases your resistance by 20%. Another Unquenchable right here. Archmage again. Then we have another skill, Phoenix Nestling. Upon losing all health, you will receive a second chance to return to the battlefield with 50% health. Phoenix can revive you every 180 seconds. So this is essentially self-res from Sunsinger from Destiny, which is very, very cool to have this in the game. And you know, you can either go down a path that be very tanky, or you go down this one and you have this just in case you do die, or you go down both and just be a very, very tanky Pyromancer. Then we have Phoenix. Your Phoenix will revive you with 100% health. Its activation cooldown will be reduced to 135 seconds. So it's just buffing Phoenix itself right here. Now we have another Conflagration, which is increase your resistance piercing. Casting the Chill Away, killing a marked enemy heals you by an additional 12% of your max health. Flames that burn twice, increase damage by elites by 10%. Another Mark's Accumulation right here. Roar Blaze, reduces explosive cooldowns by 15%. Then Grieve Ablaze, increases explosive skills base damage by 30%. So as you see, there's a lot of crazy skills that you can get on the Pyromancer. A lot is about, you know, survivability, applying dots everywhere, or just doing a lot of damage with your skills. And some of the stuff is scattered in between each other, so you can kind of build around and go a bunch of different ways. You can go very tanky and never dying. You can do a lot of skill damage on top of having a little dot damage, or you can do a lot of dot damage, add in some more down here, and increase your anomaly power some. But that is all of the abilities that we have in the demo and all the skills that will be coming with the full game. Now obviously all this is subject to change because it is the demo and they could buff or completely change a skill, but this is what we're working with right now, and that is just on the Pyromancer. Like I said, I'm going to be doing the other 3 characters as well, so if you'd like to see that, be sure to stick around. I will try to post them as soon as I can, but I have to get them leveled up so I can show you all of their abilities. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.